Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial where I am going to teach you about a state management library for React applications called Zustand. So if you have watched the tutorial I have on the channel about Redux, you probably know what state management is, right? So state management means, managing the data of your application and providing those different pieces of data to your components, to your pages. So basically, state management libraries will allow you to create a centralized place for the state of the application, and then you can provide the components and pages of the application with those pieces of data. So it is centralized, it is consistent, it helps you to avoid a lot of code duplication because without state management libraries, you will have to repeat a lot of code here and there in your components and pages. I have talked about state management a lot in that, Redux playlist. I invite you to take a look. In this tutorial specifically, I want to talk about Zustand, which is a very lightweight library, very easy to learn. For example, compared to, let's say, Redux, it is fast and small and lightweight, as I said, and you can start using it very quickly inside of your React applications. So I want to teach you in a real application with some entities to start using this state management library. So in simple terms, what we are going to do is that we're going to build a React application, and we're going to have a backend API, and we're going to use Zustand to create a store to manage our data. Let's read this paragraph as well for refreshing our memory of what state management means. So when you build React apps, you often need to share and manage data or state across different components, user information, theme settings, shopping cart. So Zustand helps you to do that easily without the complexity of bigger tools like, for example, Redux. So I told you with Zustand, you will have a very simpler, minimal API. The amount of code that you need to write is of course minimal. You do not need to write a lot of boilerplate code. You just create your store and you can start using it. It is fast and lightweight. It is very small. The API is very easy to learn. It has a good performance, and it works well with React. So it supports React hooks naturally. Uh, let's talk about a simple example about using Zustand and store management. So you create a store using Zustand. Store, it is a central place to hold your application state. And then you access that state or you update the data inside of that state from your components using hooks. So this is the store that you define using Zustand. You import create from Zustand, then you create the store using this, right? Your store has a variable, a piece of data called count, and two functions, increase and decrease, which is going to increment and decrement the value inside of that count. And then inside of your components, for example, you can use use store, as you can see here, to get the count, the increase and decrease, and then you can use the functions as well as the data inside of the template of your component. So Zustand is easy to get started with. It helps you to centralize the state management requirements of your React applications. It is very simple to set up. It is very easy to understand and get started with, especially compared to more complex tools and options like Redux. And it is perfect when you want a lightweight solution, but a very powerful one for the state management requirements of your application. This was a brief introduction on Zustand. This is the intro, to the library, to Zustand library, and we are going to start using it in a real application from the next episode. So here I've got VS Code running. I've got my simple React application. I am on the main branch. I am going to create new branches for each episode, and we will have the application running, and we will see the output of the application in real time in the browser. But that will, happen in the next video. This is something that we will start doing from the next episode. So I hope you're excited like me about learning, Zustand. And if that's the case, continue watching the videos.